I'm delighted to welcome you to Harper Adams University College for the formal opening of our anaerobic digestion plant. We're particularly pleased that Lord Taylor has agreed to conduct the opening ceremony, not only because he has responsibility within Defra for the green economy, waste management and climate change mitigation and adaptation, but also because of his keen interest in the use of science to support developments in the agri-food chain. Indeed, it was on the occasion of the opening of our postgraduate centre in March 2010 that Lord Taylor launched his report, Science for a New Age of Agriculture, that has since been adopted by Defra and was mentioned at the Oxford Farming Conference only last week, when the Minister for Agriculture and Food said that it was the department's intention to make that report happen. Lord Taylor, welcome back to Harper Adams.
It has been, for me, if I might say, a sort of cradle coming here, being inspired, as indeed I think this institution inspires those who work here and indeed who study here, in what is we are capable of achieving in this country, both in terms of our capacity in agriculture and horticulture, but also in the use of science to achieve progress and increased productivity. And it was good that I was able to launch that report here. It's really good that the report has been taken on board by Defra actually in my absence. This particular project is of interest, of course, because it does combine this responsibility I have for the green economy, sustainable development, and indeed waste management. I'm going off to talk to a food packaging conference after I've been here. Brings all these things together, and I think you've shown great enterprise and commitment in building this plant, and I hope it does inspire lots of similar models elsewhere. So in a way I feel that this opportunity here today brings together lots of strands of my own particular commitment, and it does so, I think, because of the commitments and expertise which Harper Adams brings to its job of creating a new generation of farmers and farm technicians through the education that you provide, the research that you are engaged in, and indeed through your open field site, which you are able to make available to the rest of British agriculture. This is a great institution. You should be very proud of what you've done here, and I tell you what, I'm very proud to have the opportunity of declaring it open.
I wanted to start by highlighting this significant quantity of food waste that we generate in the UK. 16 million tonnes every year. It's a tremendous amount of waste, and we can use it here at Harper Adams. The opening today of our anaerobic digester is yet another example at Harper Adams of sustainability in action. Our journey to sustainable development started back in 2003 when we opened our eco building, the Bamford Library. And from then, I suppose it's become a way of life. It's part of our DNA. From simple measures like upgrading insulation through to the cutting edge, intelligent building design, we now have 2 examples of BREEAM excellent buildings on our campus. So what is anaerobic digestion? Well, it's a natural process. We harness the power of naturally occurring bacteria to break down organic material in an environment that's devoid of oxygen. The intention is that we create biogas. It has a calorific value, we can do something useful with it, and in our instance, we generate renewable electricity that we feed back into our campus, and that saves us buying energy from the grid. At the end of the process, we're left with a biofertiliser, also known as digestate, which we utilise on our farm fields as a replacement for bought-in fertilisers. So we pump 15,000 tonnes every year of pig and dairy slurry to the anaerobic digester. We combine that with 9,500 tonnes of food waste to generate half a megawatt, 500 kilowatts of electricity that we feed back into our network. We use that energy first, and that displaces energy, fossil intensive energy, that we'd otherwise have to buy from the grid. Our aspiration is to pipe hot water from here to our campus and create a thermal ring with a series of renewable technologies providing heat for all of our buildings to use.